Hey there, everyone. James Hilliard here with you on this episode of Connection Points. And today, speaking with Kevin Johnson. He is a system administrator at Jackson State Community College in Jackson, Tennessee. The college has a couple goals out there. One, to make college accessible and affordable to everyone. Jackson State does have nearly 5,000 students across 4 campuses that serves a 14-county area up in West Tennessee. Also offers online, evening, and accelerated courses and dual enrollment programs for high school students who want to earn college credits. Kevin is here today to tell us about the college's recent storage area network replacement, a SAN replacement, and he accomplished it with the help of the PC Connection family of companies, and we'll hear a little bit about that part of the story later on. But Kevin, thank you, sir, for taking time and joining us today.
Thanks, James.
Let's just start at the very beginning. What led to the project there at Jackson State? Why did you need to or want to upgrade your SAN?
Well, our old SAN was getting 7 years old. We were not getting the speed or the production out of our old SAN, and we needed newer technology, and we were looking at several different products, and ultimately we decided on Dell Compellent.
And this was a SAN that was going to be serving the entire campus. So whether it's the administration, whether it's students, faculty, this is really core to your IT infrastructure there. As you had 7-year-old technology, were there new specific technologies as you began your evaluations that you said, you know what, our new SAN needs to have this?
The main concern was we needed tiering. Tiering was a new technology. There are several companies out there. Ultimately, Dell Compellent's tiering was, something that we felt was better than the rest. It was very cost effective. The interface was simplistic, so we can create servers in the matter of minutes now, where it was taking 30 minutes to an hour.
Gotcha. Let me talk to you about the product evaluation. You ended on this Dell Compellent solution. Did you look at 2 solutions? Did you look at 5? Did it take you 3 months to evaluate? Did it take you a year? Give me an insight into kind of the process you went through in evaluating the options out there.
Well, actually, there were 3 solutions that we were looking at to replace our old SAN. We started looking at things about a year ago. People were coming in, doing demos, and we were still undecided. About 6 months ago, we decided we really have to move on this project because our third-party maintenance on our old SAN was coming up. We were looking at all the different technologies, and ultimately we decided on Dell Compellent. We felt that was going to be our solution for us.
Outside of kind of the main hardware and the main parts of the SAN solution from Dell, anything else that you kind of added on to the project? Were there any other, either features, softwares, things like that you felt, hey, we should have this as part of the project as well?
I think 2 of the 3 products had NFS and CIF shares that we could carve out of our SAN. Ultimately, Dell Compellent's NFS, their FS8600, it does what we need it to do.
Let's do this, Kevin. Want to talk, we've gone through kind of what was going on, right? The challenge you had. We had 7-year-old SAN in there, needed replacing. You went through the evaluation process. You landed on the Dell product. Installation, migration of the data to the new SAN. First off, was this going to be the first time you were doing this type of SAN project? Has this been something you had done before? So let's answer that, and then talk to me a little bit about the details. How did that process go through that migration?
Well, I wasn't here when our original SAN was put in, so I haven't ever been through one of those implementations. Ultimately, what we done was we bought a new rack. We put the Dell Compellent SAN in. We used VMware Storage vMotion to migrate most of the data. And then actually we used Dell Aperture, our backup software, to do some of the imports on some of the servers that we couldn't get in. So ultimately, migration and implementation it went fast. It only took a couple of days, where we thought we were going to be down. We were never really down for an entire week. That was something that I was very happy about. I was thrilled that I really thought this was going to be a hard project, but the implementation team, they were very friendly and knowledgeable, so they were able to help me every step.
Awesome. After the implementation, was there an immediate benefit that you can point to and say, hey, after a certain period of time, this is really the first one or two things that we noticed that we're able to say, yes, thankfully, this is the right choice. We do have the right technology now to support us.
Ever since we went to the Dell compellent sand, we have seen drastic improvements in speed. I can just create volumes so much faster. I mean, I can create them in a matter of minutes or less, where it was taking me a whole lot longer with our old sand. So far, overall, I mean, I've been very impressed with the Dell compellent solution that we've implemented here.
Yeah, well, good to hear, and congrats on making a choice that worked out for your team. Let me ask you this, and some of our Connection Point listeners that have been listening to us for a while, they may be getting tired of this, but when I talk to someone from higher ed, I often say, hey, can you grade the project? So, Kevin, I'm going to do the same thing to you. If you were to give this project a grade and a grade on working with the PC Connection team, what would it be?
I would give our Dell compellent solution an A. I mean, just the ease of access, the implementation, just the simplistic interface overall, right down to our sales team. It's just been, one of the best projects that I've ever worked on.
And give me an idea about the team that you worked with. What sticks out in your mind, and what is it about working with the PC Connection team that might have you coming back and working with them again?
They're always the most friendly people that I've ever talked to as far as sales go. They've always been there to get us what we needed and get it here fast. I've always been really impressed and look forward to working with them again.
Hey, Kevin, really do appreciate you taking time and sharing with us here today. And folks, if you are interested in learning more about Dell Data Center solutions and services available to support all your IT projects, definitely want to encourage you to turn to the PC Connection family of companies. You can contact your account manager today if you have a team in place to learn more about starting your next IT project with an assessment and engaging their on-staff experts. If you do want to learn more, you can also go online to pcconnection.com. Also invited to call them. 1-800-800-0014 is the number. And if you want to send a quick email, that is easy enough. It is connect@pcconnection.com. With that, we're going to wrap things up. Thanks again for joining us on this edition of Connection Point.